it's so big that if he doesn't move it every, 10 minutes or so, it gets like rigor mortis. All the blood pools at the bottom. That's pretty hideous, isn't it? The idea of a cock getting rigor mortis while still attached to a live human.
Good morrow, people of the Internetiverse. I am your bodacious host, Dan, as always, joined by the fantastical philanthropist, Paul Austin.
Yeah!
Yeah, that's not going to get old. And welcome to episode 3 of Tasteful Nudes, the DDC podcast where we just talk bollocks.
Yep, pretty much.
There's no real descriptor bar that.
I wanted to ask, actually, Dan, what your favourite stationery was when you were at school. Like, did you have any particular favourite bits of stationery?
Favourite bits of stationery?
Yeah, did you have a pencil case?
A solid opener. All of my pencil cases were shit. No, I think
mine were as well.
My favourite bit of stationery is I got a metal ruler.
Nice.
And I don't remember where from or how I got it. It's probably in the 2 years that I blacked out because I had like a full mental breakdown.
Yeah.
But, that's not relevant.
Fun subject for the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Let's bring that in.
Mental breakdown blackout special coming soon.
Boo boo! I had this metal ruler that had loads of art and history museums and all these other things on it. So I assume it was probably from Natural History Museum.
Yeah,
it was
probably.
Just a very nice ruler, and it made a beautiful noise when you thwapped it against the table, or you could just sit there and go.
Oh, it's always fun. Always a fun activity to do with a ruler. That.
Yeah, rather than listen to the teacher or learn all the things you should be at school for. Yeah, fuck that off. Let's just mess around with it.
Brilliant.
Good times.
I was going to say something then. Oh, I remember what it was. Good. Keep that in. Did you ever when you were kind of rascal at school? Did you ever slap other kids with your ruler, your metal ruler?
No, because it ends very poorly whenever I did a violence. So I
did a violence.
I can't say I've ever. Whenever I did a violence, it ended badly. So I can't think of any times really where I did much of any. There's a few occasions, definitely not with a ruler. There is the occasion where I went to grab a ruler from the communal drawer before I had this metal one, and I saw that there was this fancy wooden one that again had all these things engraved in it and so on.
Wow.
I didn't realise that this was somebody in the classes that had been stolen by asshole kids and then put in there. And I'm like, oh, cool, all the other ones are these stupid, shitty plastic ones. I'm having this wooden one.
Oh, no.
Took it, started doing the work, and he comes over and goes, that's my ruler. I went, I mean, it's not. I just grabbed it from the drawer. No, it's mine. I went, dude, I just grabbed it from the drawer, and he snapped, grabbed the ruler, dived on me, and just started stabbing me in the back with this fucking wooden ruler. And I had to slam him down, push him up.
What if he'd snapped his ruler? He wouldn't have been happy then.
Exactly. I don't understand. So the students had to pull him off and everything. I'm just what the fuck is happening?
It's not worth it, Gary. It's only a ruler.
It's a fucking ruler, Jesus! But yeah, I just don't know what happened. And then, I remember going for a walk with, I think we were going to Asda, me and my dad, later that day, and this kid pulls up on his bike and's like, oh, I'm really sorry about earlier. I didn't realise that, they'd stolen it and put it in the drawer. I thought you'd taken it. I thought
Damn, you got an apology.
I'm really sorry about that. And I was like, oh, that was really nice. I hadn't told my dad about it, so he's like, what the fuck was that about? I'm like, oh, he just stabbed me with a ruler, don't worry about it. The fuck do you mean he stabbed you with a ruler? I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, Dad. Anyway, I had to explain all of it. That was a nice awkward walk around Asda. Oh, that didn't happen, Dad. I'm sure you're making that up. And I had to pull my shirt up in the middle of Asda, so I'm sure it looked like my dad was abusing me. As you can see all these cuts and scratches from a ruler across my back. I'm just like, there, Papa, do you see? Do you see what you've done? It's not the best of plans. Really.
Fucking hell. Damn. I don't think I ever got stabbed by a ruler. We had a play fight once. This is not related to stationery in any way, but me and Jack Stevens had a play fight in CDT once. Do you remember CAD lessons?
No idea.
Do you remember CAD? It was like a kind of
citizenships.
No, it was
PSHE.
No, CAD was a CDT program.
I don't know what CBT is.
CDT was like woodwork and shit.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying CBT.
No,
I'm
CDT.
Like, well, that's either like the psychological one or the bike one. Like, I didn't realise there was a third. Fuck. No, it's CDT. Okay.
CDT is a web program that you use in. It basically you just make designs on it, like for things. I hated it, boring. But in one of those lessons, me and Jack Stevens had a little sort of play slap fight. Quite homoerotic, listeners, that, isn't it? And we got separated, and like they treated it like we'd had like a proper fight, and we were sitting there going like, we haven't not a real fight, we haven't actually fought each other. And like, you shouldn't do that, you know. You thought you were friends. They just wouldn't like listen to the fact that we were just having a play fight.
We were just having, just having a crack.
Homophobic.
Some people. Schools, man.
If we'd have been kissing in the lesson, would they have stopped us?
Probably.
No free love in our CDT lessons.
I'm pretty sure they would, seeing as in my middle school there was like a couple that just started full on, like, even though we were like
Boning.
12, full on making out in the middle of a lesson, and the teacher's like, no!
We were older. We were in high school. Did you ever have a couple who got like?
I was 18. I'm just sat there with these 12-year-olds making out.
Did you ever have a couple who got found like having sex in your school and like it was big? Yeah, every school does.
Not in school.
Oh, okay.
Like in college, I did, but in school,
I remember the one in college.
I remember everything going on in school and be like, oh, wow, I can't believe, did you hear that this person kissed this person? Sort of thing being the big thing. And I went up to college, and within like day one, I'm being introduced to somebody as Mr. 15 Seconds. Somebody else.
You've mentioned that on the channel before, I think.
I think so, yeah, because it's a big moment. Somebody else
Formative
was
moment.
in my health and social care class, was so high all the time. The one time he came in clean sober, they sent him home because they thought he was ill. That was ridiculous. There was the guys who got caught fucking under the piano in one of the music practice
I remember
rooms.
that.
Like, all of these things happened at college, and I'm like, I knew nothing. And I went back and spoke to like guys from high school that I was still friends with, and they're like, oh my god, people like, Luke made out with this girl in the music practice rooms. I'm like, when you say made out, it's like, he even gave her a tongue. And I'm like,
fucking hell.
I've just been like, it's nothing.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
My school is North is known as this, like, the worst school in Bromsgrove. Like, it was known as, like, the scummier one. And yet, nothing happened in my year. And if it did, it didn't come past me. I had no idea.
You sound quite innocent.
I am quite bitter
as a year.
about it, yeah. I was very innocent year. And then changed very quickly. Like, we got out of college, people went to university and came back, and I was like, so I've just been in this orgy, right? What the fuck?
That's what happens when that is what happens. I mean, it didn't happen to me.
And you're just like, I wonder how many people I can put inside me at one time.
How many do you reckon you could fit inside you at one time?
Comfortably, not many. Uncomfortably, probably quite a lot.
Leave it there.
Yeah,
comfortably, not many. Going back to, I wanted to ask actually, just going back to stationery.
Yep.
Because that's what we were on.
Stationery still, yeah.
Did you ever have like one of those pencil cases that looked like a can of pop?
No, but I remember one kid did.
I really wanted one of them.
I threw it out of a window.
Oh. Never got one. I never got a pencil case that looked like a can of Fanta. Listeners, just like Tracy Island, never got that either.
Are you still on about
neglected
this fucking Tracy Island?
Neglected child. Didn't get a pencil case that looked like a can of pop, and I didn't get Tracy Island.
I'd look into getting either one of these things for you off the internet.
I mean, you can still buy those. I mean, I could very easily buy one of those pencil cases.
And B, I don't care. Just don't care enough, Paul. Like, I could very much buy you this and be like, here you go, buddy, happy birthday, but fuck you. Just
Can't be
not gonna
fucking
lie,
arsed.
feck you.
Can't be arsed.
Can't be bothered. Well, you've asked me a few questions,
Okay.
Paul, and I feel I've got a question for you.
Okay,
So
I'm ready.
there's been a colossal cock-up,
Right.
like just completely awful admin,
Okay.
badmin, if you will, and
Good
you
term.
somehow get made president of the United States of America.
Could happen.
And it's not just that, you get made Lord High Emperor of all countries that are allied with America / in the UN.
Wow. Okay.
And the first day after you're sworn in and all that junk, you're handed
Yep.
a bill. And this bill says that nuclear war is coming. Like, humanity and life as we know it is
Ooh.
fucked. Unless you make this decision right now.
Damn. Okay.
Either wipe out every person that lives within the UN / allies of America, or everyone that doesn't.
Oh.
So you have to choose to
hell,
either kill
fucking
America,
hell.
the UK, etc., or the not allied nations, or let nuclear war wipe out the entire human race.
Oh. Well, what a choice.
Coming in
Okay.
with the rough stuff.
Right. So on the one hand, I'm presuming that if I choose to wipe out let's call them the Allied UN, just
Yeah.
for now. If I choose to wipe them out, I'm guessing that includes me.
Yeah. Like, that will include the UK, so that'll include pretty much everyone you've ever known and
Not
loved.
so bothered
And
about
yourself.
that. Everyone I've ever known that's the thing,
Thanks, man.
isn't it?
Thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Well, I'm not so bothered about me blowing up because I'll be blown up. I won't give a shit if I'm blown up. They're wiped out. Everybody's wiped out. They're not like irradiated.
It's not like irradiated and there's a chance that they could live
Instant
or
death.
whatever. No, it's there's like a call goes out and it's like a signal and everyone just drops.
You see, if I wipe that lot out,
Some magic bullshit.
if I wipe that lot out, then that's a lot of people that I care about all dead. And it's a lot of people dead anyway, and that's shit. But if I wipe out the rest, then I'm cancelled. Then they're going to cancel me on Twitter.
And God knows that it's far worse than death.
Is it worth living being cancelled? Could
Really?
I? How long have I got to make this decision?
5 minutes.
Oh, fucking hell. Not on the pod. Can I take longer on the podcast?
I mean,
We've got like half an hour to
I'm
fill.
not sure how long our podcast is. I'd say we've got other bits, but that would involve us planning shit. So no, we don't. Like, take as long as you goddamn need.
Well, and there's no way that I can get all the people that I care about to safety, or at least a selection of them.
No, you wouldn't be you don't have enough time to be able to evacuate. Because if that's the case, you just go, oh, okay, give me a second. Hey, everyone that's not in the UN, get to the UN.
Who is in the
Boom.
UN?
I don't know. I
Oh,
tried to look it up.
No, I don't know.
while
I don't
writing
know.
this
Who's
que-
the thing. I mean, I'm some president. I don't even know who's in the UN.
Like I said, it's been a severe.
For one
admin
thing,
cock-up.
this is the absolute. Whatever happens, this is the end of my presidency.
Yeah.
I can't come back from
100%.
whatever decision I make. Either I'm dead.
However,
Okay.
you may be able to because you've proved that, hey, I stopped nuclear war. I did this horrible thing, but humanity lives. And, if you have a very good PR campaign, you may be able to spin this. Don't turn yourself into Thanos. Turn yourself into somebody else that did it for good reasons.
Thanos, yeah, but could I not? I'm trying to think if there's a third way of not doing it at all. What I would do if I had more time.
That's not the question, Paul.
What I would do if I had
The
more time
question is-
was I would try and get all the people who aren't allied with the UN to be allied with the UN. I go,
Yeah.
guys, you've got to ally
Well,
with
that's
the
what I'm
UN
saying.
just for this technicality, otherwise you're dead. You can leave afterwards, but otherwise you've got to join up. But if I've only got 5 minutes,
That
that's
doesn't
not a
sound
lot
like
of time.
the biggest. That doesn't sound like the biggest threat ever, does it? Join the UN or you die.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's
People,
not a
yeah,
way
they
to
wouldn't
start
believe
the war
Oh.
straight away later. So that's the point, Paul. It's you can't get around it. These are the questions. It's not meant to be.
Right,
you're
okay.
not
Well, I'm going to
supposed
blow up the. I'm
win
going to
these
kill all the
questions.
people who aren't in the UN then, just purely because Twitter, purely because of the people I care about who are going to die who live in, the UK.
You
that
selfish,
is it.
racist fuck.
Oh, I knew this would happen. Is it cancelled? That is the only reason. Otherwise, do you not know? Fuck it. I'm blowing up the UN. Fuck it. I'm not living it. It's not worth living if I'm cancelled. Hasta la vista, baby.
Are you serious? What does cancelling even do to your life? You're
Hasta la vista, baby.
How can they cancel you, Paul?
I'm pressing the button myself. I'm going to press the button myself.
Jesus. I'm glad I chose this as a question.
Yeah. UN dead. That's it. I'm going with that. I'm sticking with that.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm going to remember. The reason I'm doing this is because Dan asked me to. So he's dead too. Good.
As long as I'm involved in your thought process, that's all that matters.
Asking me the question. Are you my advisor?
He did this! Murder.
Are you my advisor?
Yeah. I'm sat there in the background in like a purple cape, snidely whiplash moustache going, yes, you must make the decision, Paul.
And I point at you and I go, this serves you right for asking me the question.
And then there's everybody else going, sir, you are 100% don't have to make that decision. Please don't press that button. Yes, you must, Paul.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm dying free, not uncancelled.
In your story. Can you please explain to me what being cancelled is? Because you're making it sound like it's
just means that Twitter thinks you're problematic and says you're cancelled. Doesn't actually have any sort of impact.
Why the fuck do you care? Oh God! Just on every level. Why the fuck do you care?
Everyone who I love and care about dead, just because I didn't want to get cancelled on Twitter.
I mean, I could slightly understand it if we were a brand, like a big name, like we mattered. Paul, the only people listening to these.
No, I'm not talking about the podcast. I'm not talking about the
people.
podcast. I'm talking in the real life scenario.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like for you as well. Like nobody's watching anything either of us do or put out.
No. As in
so
the scenario that you've said, if I was the president, right? Okay, imagine I'm the president and I've just gone right. Wick, I'm killing all the people who aren't in the UN. And then I'm like, oh, we're all alive, that's fine. I come out as the president, and then I go on Twitter as the president, and then suddenly people are like, can you believe the president killed all the people who aren't in the UN? Racist. Should have killed all of us instead. And I'm like, and that would be harrowing, wouldn't it, to be cancelled in real life? I don't think I'm going to get cancelled for what I say on this. But in the actual scenario...
We do say some sick shit.
In the scenario, I'd be cancelled as fuck.
So, another question, Paul.
Okay.
God bestows upon you, via his divine omnipotence, the ability to talk to all the animals of the world.
Nice.
Land, sea, air, you can talk to them all. However, in return, you have to spit in your own mouth right here, right now, on the podcast.
Spit in my own mouth? So in the air and...
Yeah. You have to spit up in the air and then catch it again in your mouth, yeah. For us to witness.
If I fail, what happens?
Talk to all the animals of the world. God takes away your powers.
Oh, so I get my powers? Okay, so there's no real loss, because I didn't have the powers before.
No.
So I might as well give it a go.
Lose out on the greatest gift. Yeah, give it a shot.
I haven't got a choice, though, because if I don't spit in my mouth, then I lose the powers as well, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay. This is disgusting. I'm not going to get any powers anyway. I'm just working off a spit, everyone.
You don't know that. You don't know that. Give it a go.
In a lot of ways, it would be easier with like a flob. But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
I don't know. I think that would be too far. Oh, but what could happen is I end up just spinning in the air and it lands on my face.
I know. This is 100% a win for me.
It's on the edge podcasting. Oh, I've not got anything to make a
other
flop
options.
Anyway. I'm not. Fuck it. Do you know what? I don't want the powers, God. I don't want the powers.
Coward. I had other options, but the other options involved you having to leave the area, so therefore it wouldn't be available on the podcast.
Oh fuck it!
So
I'm giving it a go.
I couldn't go with them.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
be able to live myself if I don't give it a go.
He's going for it. He's going for it. Right in the face. Right.
See,
in the
all it did,
eye.
listeners, was it just sort of separated.
Why do you listen to me?
I don't know. I don't know why I did it. I just thought it's peer. That's what I'm learning about myself today. Is I'm susceptible to peer pressure. What you have to do is promise me, not even like a real prize, an imaginary prize, and I'll want to see if I can do it. I'm learning that about myself.
Thank you. That has made my morning. Or afternoon, I suppose, at this point.
Lost me powers as well. God just shakes his head
I've got a
like
winner
that.
here for you.
Snaps his fingers, takes away the powers.
Just shakes his head like that. You've let us all down, Paul. You've really let us down on that one.
Oh, I'm sorry, God.
You will be. You will be when I don't know what. So I got a winner for you here.
Okay.
Paul. Eggs. Just eggs.
Is that the question?
What are they about? How many can you fit in you?
How many can I fit in me? Are we talking? How many? Are we talking all holes?
Obviously, like, how many can you fit inside you? It's up to you how you
Shell
want
on or hard boiled?
Again,
With the shell off.
it's just eggs.
Just eggs.
How many can you fit in you?
Probably quite a
So-
lot. I would suffer. But I could get... Can I swallow them? Does that count?
If they're in you, then that counts.
So they're chewed up and swallowed?
If they're in you, then
Okay, well, I reckon
that's all
I
that
could
matters.
eat... I could eat, probably, about 7 eggs and then feel properly ill. But I'd cope with that. Oh, no, I'm going to be careful on the egg front, because I'm going to then have to put 2 in my mouth just to hold, and I think that might make me actually vomit. So I'm just going to eat 5 eggs. So 5 eggs in my that I've eaten.
Yep.
2 eggs, probably, hard-boiled, just held in my mouth.
Yep. I can see where this is going.
Can I
That
pour
worries
some just cracked open eggs in my ears? No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That won't work at all.
Love the ingenuity.
Well, I couldn't
That's-
hold both in my ears, could I? Anyway, I'd
have to seal
crack
them.
one egg into one side, turn my head to crack the other, and the other one just falls out. And I'm like, oh shit!
You'd have to seal it, Paul. You'd have to wear like headphones to hold it in.
It wouldn't work. My ears capacity isn't that big. I mean, I'd just get like a tiny bit of egg in there. So how many have I got now? I've got 7 eggs.
So you've got 5 in you, 2 in your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up my arse, I could probably get quite a lot.
That's where I was expecting it to go first, to be honest.
I reckon it wouldn't be comfortable. I could probably fit about 8 up there. Hard-boiled.
Impressively done.
Hard-boiled, shell removed.
I'm assuming you're going to let them cool first.
Yeah, they're cool. Maybe they're a bit
Just
warm.
put them boiling up
Maybe
there.
they're a little bit warm, just to kind of ease the passage. Yeah, I reckon 8. So 15? I reckon I could get in me altogether.
Okay. Yeah. 15.
Hope that answers your
a
question
solid
to a
amount of eggs.
satisfactory degree.
It's an impressive amount of eggs. Yeah. So, I've got a thought.
Okay.
So you have a freak accident and some rebar or whatever it is that always stabs action movie or action game heroes through the kidneys,
Yeah.
but they still walk because whatever. It stabs you through the brain,
Right.
Just goes straight to your head,
Okay.
and comes out the other side. But the only damage it's done, like everything's fine, you're still able to live a normal life, apart from it's cut away your sex drive and hormone creation. So you no longer have any sexual feelings, no erections, no lustful thoughts about me in the bath wearing a sailor's outfit. Nothing.
That's 80%
Ever
of my
again.
life.
Yeah, so would you want to carry on living or just pack it in? Because, no wanking. Fuck that. I mean, it's your call.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure without wanking, would you even have a life?
But I've got no sexual drive anyway, so actually I haven't got the desire to wank, presumably.
Yeah.
So
Like
I think
that entire
I'd
part of
carry
your
on
life is
living. I
gone.
think I'd be okay with that. Because I've got
You'd have to
if I still
entirely
had the sexual drive,
recreate
but
yourself,
literally I just
Paul.
couldn't like do anything about it. That'd be a bit. I mean, still go on living probably. I mean, I'd cope with it. I wouldn't end my life over that. I don't think.
You'll kill yourself so you don't get cancelled, but you won't kill yourself if your entire life is changed and your entire world has to reset.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
Well, because I think I could probably
kill
get.
yourself so people don't say mean things, but you won't kill yourself if your entire life up until this point is made mute. Grand.
Yeah, I think that'd be okay. I think I could manage. If I didn't have the actual sex drive, I could easily manage. Because I'd be like, well, I don't actually feel like it. So I'd be like, my life would be changed, obviously, but it'd just basically be like being like in my 90s. But like not physically. I could still go for like runs and that and walk down the stairs. Is that the
think
only
you'd be a
thing
lot
that
more
it's
productive?
affected? Just my brain?
Yeah.
And that's the only part of my brain that it's...
So it just goes. It went straight through, managed to hit just that point,
Right.
and then they've magical medical science, the beauty of magic science. They've gone and like sealed
Movie
your skull
science,
back
yeah,
up,
yeah.
sealed all the broken magic science, and you're fine.
Magic
apart from the
science!
fact
That'd
that
be a
you're
good
no longer doing
Pokemon,
sex.
wouldn't it, Dan?
Magic science, hammer.
That'll happen one day.
What?
They'll just start
A hammer
combining
Pokemon
words.
or
They'll just
magic
start
science?
combining words that have no relation to each. Well, magic and science are kind of opposites. That's why that.
I mean, they probably have done already, but it's because they're in Japanese. Nobody
Comb
knows what the fuck
sailor.
we're on about.
Comb Sailor.
I really hope there's never a Pokemon called Cum Sailor.
I said comb, not cum. You're just everything you think about is cum based, isn't it?
I can't help it, okay? I can't help it. This is the sad, depressing life I lead. But this question about sex drive and, now bringing up the fact that I'm a despicable pervert does bring me onto a point I wanted to do,
Okay.
Paul, about a dream I have had very frequently in my life. It's a very strange dream that I feel the world...
Do you want
needs
to do the
appreciate.
jingle for Dan's dreams?
It's Dan's Dreams! Oh, God!
Yeah,
That one.
that one.
There you go. There's a jingle for you. You can put some music under that, Paul. Because you're the editor.
Yep.
You know what to do. You do the magic.
Yeah.
So, this dream always starts with, it's beautiful that it changes where I've lived. So, normally dreams, it's always the same. But it's always followed where I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And I'll be, in my bed, and I'll wake up, and there's some woman from the future in my room, and she's, covered in the usual, sci-fi movie future shit. So it's, got, robot bits on her and everything. And she starts talking about how I'm going to bring about the end of the world, and I'm the one that destroys humanity because I become so sexually active and so powerful, and because of some insane charm and ability I have, I've slept with 99% of the female population of the planet, and so nobody else has been able to reproduce, and the world's fucked.
Yeah.
And it's all my fault. And so she's been sent back in time, not to kill me, but to shoot me with some fancy gun they found that will completely reverse the abilities of somebody. So instead of me being, the ultimate sex machine, I will then become a complete loser.
Yeah.
But she has not realised that I'm currently the complete loser. So by shooting me with this gun, I then become the ultimate sex machine that, destroys the world. And then the story plays out exactly how you'd assume, so I won't go into it because nobody needs that vomit-inducing image. But this dream has followed me for fucking 12, 13 years. I'm pretty sure there was a game or a show or something I watched which had a similar premise.
Right.
I don't know whether it was meant to be as sexual or whether it was like Looper or something like that. Some similar theme, and then since then this dream of me becoming just overnight, I don't have to put in any effort, some woman comes in, shoots me with a ray gun, suddenly I'm super hot and I've got women beating down my door to do a sex at me. Because clearly, even in my dreams, I'm a lazy fuck.
What do you
that's not willing
think?
to
What do you
put in
think
the
that
time.
dream means? Like it represents.
That I'm a despicable horn dog. that really
Here's
needs
the
to
thing.
move on.
I know a bit about dream
Oh,
interpretation.
good. I'm sure this will be great. Yeah.
And often, the thing with dreams is they often don't mean what they seem to mean at first. It's more sort of metaphorical. So, like, you know, you could dream about flying, and that means you want to escape. You know, it doesn't mean you literally want to fly. And I think your dream, the true meaning of it is that you're. There you go. You're cancelled now.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to be
You're
bullshit.
cancelled. You're joining me in the cancel dome.
You can't cancel me. You can't cancel me. I cancel me multiple times a day. You can't get other people to be like, oh, Dan, what an asshole, I hate that guy. I hate me more than any fucking stranger on the internet could ever hate me, all right? Nice attempt, you as soon as you said I interpret dreams, I'm like, this is going to be scathing to my self-esteem, isn't it?
Should we end it? I think we should end it there.
So what you're saying, Paul, is you want to ruin my entire life, reputation and career by ending the podcast on me being a yeah? Because I can assure you I'm not. Like, anybody listening, I work at a school, so I've been heavily DBS
I feel like we're digging a
for
hole.
a fucking start. Yeah, I should probably shut the fuck up, really.
I feel like I've cancelled myself in a way.
I mean, you've ruined your reputation. You've just thrown mine to task. Yeah. Mine's done. I'm 100% cancelled now.
It down with
Not
me.
that I care, but that's it. This episode is now Tasteful Nudes episode 3, the cancellation.
Yeah.
We're already cancelled.
Yeah.
Within 3 episodes. Right, it's on it. Well, seeing as we're cancelled now and nobody's going to want to be a part of this, we're never going to get those big name celebrities.
I mean, it might bring more views to our
episode 5.
stuff if we get cancelled. If we just go around saying we got cancelled.
Yeah.
Because, you know, there's an audience who will lap that shit up.
Yeah, the hate views bring in just as much money as the
Not just that, but also people who are like, I can't believe you got cancelled. That is so...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
God.
Right, well, thank you everybody for tuning in, and see you around YouTube.
Fuck off.